Project Ascension, the progressive private server, based currently in vanilla on a Rapid Lich King client, with the whole gimmick of, unique classes that you could build yourself by picking abilities when you level up, mix match, that kind of thing. To anyone who has followed my channel for a short while, or to any of my frequent Ascension-based viewers, you guys know that I love this server, and that I've spent a long time, dedicated a long time to streaming it live on YouTube. It only takes a quick look back at my recent videos to see that I've streamed both realms kind of in depth, with and the whole taking the lead. That's kind of leading straight into my little mini rant here. To anyone wondering first, I'm going to say I've not quit Project Ascension. I have no plans of quitting. I still find it fun, but there are quite a few things that are kind of preventing that fun from being realised right now. And that's why there have been less and less streams based on Project Ascension. Now, I'm not the only one to feel burnt out to a degree on Project Ascension. I've saw a few of the people who I stream with, Gorok and Top Flight, also feeling a bit, in the dump like I do. And also people as big as Tommy Ruin, I've saw over on the Discord post things saying that they're burnt out and they don't want to force themselves to play, and that's really sad, because this is a community that, we're all in. Of course, to any of you new, to any of you who don't know what Project Ascension is, it's basically a private server in which you mix match your own class. Now, because I'm more active on Underhull, I can't really say much about Sargeras, but yeah, let's hop straight into this. So, why do people like me tend to get burnt out? Well, you'll find that most people who quit Project Ascension or start playing it less and less say one thing about the max level, and that's that it's very grindy. Now, leveling up, it's fun. But when you get to level 60, especially on Underhull, I don't know how it is on Sargeras, so I'm not going to talk about Sargeras in this video. Once you hit level 60 on Underhull, you can start gearing up for pre-raid BIS best in slot, in the hopes of doing either Molten Core or a Nixia's Lair at level 60. And you do that via dungeons, you do that via grinding, you do that via professions. Now, professions and grinding are kind of the same thing. Now, in my example here, I played a mage at level 60 when I hit level 60, like a mage caster class. So my first, goal was to get the robes of the Archmage. Very important. Basically, give or take, there are a few options for chest, but give or take, chest best in slot for caster. And this is obtained through tailoring. And after that, my options were dungeons and grinding. Now, when I say grinding, I mean gold farming. And the only way that I know of doing this with my current setup is to go into the Western Plaguelands and to grind around the farm areas. Now, this obviously, the issue then comes with your builds here. If you have a build like mine, which does not have any AoE capability, give or take, or any survivability, you have to single target grind, which takes considerably longer. Whereas if you are, well, let's face it, the only build possible for massive pulling, Life Bear, you can just run through, you'll get this done in 20 minutes, right? But basically, the whole gate here is you need gold. And you need that for reforging, and you need that for respecking, because let's face it, you're not going to hit the nail on the head first time around and get a top quality raiding build or a top quality PvP build if you're on Sargeras. No, you have to adjust your build, and that's done via talent resets and spell resets, and also you can buy single spell and talent resets from vendors inside Orgrimmar and Stormwind. Except they cost a lot of gold. And that's kind of what I feel like the developers have overlooked here. Now, I know the developers are putting a lot of time onto the server, and anyone who, streams or does videos on the server will tell you the same thing. They put in so much time and effort, and that's why I love this server, because they're active. But this is the one complaint I feel like they probably get the most of. It's way too gold-based. You need your gold to respec and you need your gold to reforge. Now, reforges, to any of you who don't know, to any of you who are new to this channel and just pitching in to watch, basically when you pick up an item, a blue item or above, i.e. a rare item or above, you have a chance of having what's called a reforge. Now I don't mean reforges in like Mr. Pandaria, secondary stats, but you have secondary talents on it. Basically, there are hundreds of talents that could go onto an item and basically stack onto your current talent. So for instance, I might show you an item here that has the effect of, let's see, When your pet scores a critical hit with a special ability, you have a 20% chance to instantly regenerate 1% mana. And now the thing on Project Ascension is some builds are completely based around stacking these. So you get tons of this gear with the same or near enough the same reforge, and they'll kind of make up your build. And that's why some builds have been nerfed in the past. A great example is the video that Tommy Ruin put. I'll give you a little card here, the top of this video. Basically a Metamorphosis build. It was basically a Warlock that was capable of tanking. And now, to any of you who know this video, it was not a good build. It wasn't a bad build. It could tank, but not efficiently. It could DPS, but not crazy. So, there wasn't anything really wrong with it, but it did get nerfed. The reason I think the developers didn't want a build basically keeping you in Metamorphosis, which is usually, what, a 3-minute cooldown? Forever. And that's what the build did. Which is really fun when you think about that, from anyone who doesn't play Project Ascension to anyone who just plays normal. Wow, that's crazy. But yeah, it got nerfed. And that's what a Reforge is, basically. They can make up some builds, or just more than that, they just give you a DPS increase. And basically, they're random, so you might pick up an item and it might not have the same Reforge that you want. And then the only way to re-roll it is by going to 1 or 2 locations. The only one I know of is Dalaran, and re-rolling your item. And you might re-roll it and get something even worse, or you might re-roll it and get something trash. And each re-roll costs more depending on the item. Now I found most re-rolls cost between 10 and 20 gold. Some might go up to 30, I don't know for certain, I haven't kept up to date with this. And the only issue with that, again, is it ties back into what build you're using. If you're using a build like mine, 10 to 30 gold is basically 1 hour's worth of work. Right? And that basically means if you want to get a good build, or you want to get some good reforges, you have to grind. And if you want to get, where you want with gear, you have to grind. If you want to respec, if you want to try something new, or if you want to just adjust your build a little bit to do something different, a different niche, you have to grind. Again, some builds, such as Life Bear, do not have that problem. But the issue with that is it's such a small amount of builds, and most farming builds you'll see on the server are bear builds, which again are not creative. I'm not flacking anyone who runs the bear build here, but let's face it, it's just Feral Druid, and anyone who plays it will just tell you that it's basically Feral Druid with reforges, with enchants on their weapons and whatnot, and that's basically that. And that's why people like me, people like Top Flight Knight, and people like Tommy Ruin, you'll see less and less on the server, but we're not quitting, except in the case of me and Top Flight, we're not quitting, we're just taken up by real life things right now. You'll see that my channel's been very inactive in general lately. I can only apologise for that. That's it guys, I just wanted to give a quick little update video. I do plan on live streaming late this evening. Yeah, I don't know at this point, because I don't want to be streaming Project Ascension only to be, grinding on stream for ages. It's boring. And I also don't want to be streaming Sargeras on my own because, the two guys, they're busy, they have lives. Gorok's just started college again. Top Flight Knight, well, he works, doesn't he? Thanks for, pitching in, guys. If you made it to the end of this video, let me know. Let me know what you think of these kind of little update videos. Videos. And, yeah, that's it from me, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, and, yeah, press that nice golden button. Thank you.